Hey, what's up guys? Chase with iDub Hockey, hanging out with Brian Fitzgerald from Sparx Hockey, here to walk you through how to select a hollow and hollow profile. Before we start talking nuts and bolts, what is a hollow?
Hollow can be a little intimidating, radius can be a little intimidating when you're first time in a pro shop, and so it's very important to try to dial in your proper hollow. When you come in, people ask about what hollow do you want. It's really referring to radius of hollow. Radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the outer edge. Hollow refers to a depression or a cut, which would be the cut in the bottom of the blade. So the ultimate surface for glide would be a flat surface, but hockey players need to stop and cut corners. So that's why you need to cut a hollow in the bottom of the blade.
And that's what leads us to something different from the traditional hollow, the flat bottom. So maybe talk a little bit about the flat bottom hollow and then also just a traditional hollow too.
Absolutely. So there's options out there. Traditional would be the full radius on the bottom of the blade. Flat bottom is trying to get the best of all worlds and get some edge on the edge and also some flat on the bottom so that you get better glide.
Right, better glide without sacrificing the bite, correct?
Exactly.
And then just as a general rule of thumb, walk us through a couple different hollow profiles.
So as a general rule of thumb, if you're a youth player just beginning, a 1/2 inch hollow is a really good start for you. If you're a little bit older and you're just starting, maybe like a 9/16. And if you're a little more experienced and you want to get to a more shallow hollow, then you might want to go with a 5/8.
And that's where you get a little bit better glide without sacrificing that grip, just because you've got down that skating stride and you could handle that a little bit more, right?
For sure, there's a big trade-off in the hollows, with the smaller hollows getting more grip, and the deeper hollows getting more grip, and the bigger radius of hollow, you're going to get more glide.
And that's where hollows really become a little more exciting, fun for the player, because you get to tailor your sharpening, your edges to your skating style and skating preferences. So just for example, I would probably start out at a 5/8, but if I battle a lot in front of the net and I want a little bit more control and stability, I would go with a sharper hollow. If I like a little bit extra aggressive turning, you'd want a little bit sharper hollow, and also just a little more acceleration. On the flip side, if you go down with a little bit more dull of a hollow, that's going to give you better glide. It's going to reduce fatigue at the end of the game because you're not fighting that control, or you're not fighting that edge as much. And then the third one was going to be, allows you to slide a little bit. It's a little more forgiving. So, if you're setting up for a one-timer, it allows your feet to kind of slide and get into position too.
Yeah, the only other one I'd say is that for the deeper hollow, the better grip, it's great for goalies. Goalies love the push off.
The push off.
Yeah.
And it gives them a little bit better stability in front of the net too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And now this is the Sparx machine, really takes the human element out of sharpening skates. So what are a couple key advantages, and one of the reasons why we're seeing the Sparx actually make its way into the NHL today?
Well, actually, consistency is the big one, and the other one is it maintains your profile on your skates. So if you have your skates profiled, it'll keep that profile. And if you haven't, then over time, traditional sharpening tends to take away from the heel and the toe of the skate. So this will maintain your profile a lot longer, and totally consistent cut after cut. Fantastic product.
Well, Brian, thanks for coming out and filling us in.
You're welcome.
But if you're looking for more information on the Sparx Hockey Sharpener, go to sparxhockey.com. If you're looking for more ice hockey skates to check out, including figure skates, make sure you go to icewarehouse.com.